You've gone through how an application accesses data through a provider, and now you're ready to program the rest of the methods that the task content provider needs. There are 6 functions that every content provider is required to have. The first is onCreate, which initializes the provider, and which you've already implemented. Then there are the 4 so-called CRUD methods, where CRUD stands for create, read, update, and delete. And these are the 4 main functions used for persistent data storage. These will be pretty similar to the CRUD functions you implemented in the SQLite lesson. To let users of your app create new data, you need to code the content provider's insert method. This will take in a content URI, which tells it the correct directory to insert data into, and a content values object that contains the new data to insert. After the data is inserted, this returns a newly created content URI that tells you the location of the inserted data. To read data and display it in your UI, you'll write the query method, which asks for data from your content provider. This returns a cursor that contains a row or rows of data that the query has asked for. Next is the update method. This takes in the same parameters as insert, so it knows where to update data by the URI and with what content values. And this will return an integer value for the number of rows that were updated. And then, to delete, you'll implement the delete method, which needs to know the URI that points to the row or rows to delete, and this should return the number of rows deleted. The last method that a provider requires is called getType, which returns the MIME type of the content being returned. And a MIME type is just a way of identifying what format the content is in a similar way to file types. So these are all the functions you'll need to have in a complete content provider.